Welcome back, folks, to the Stockwell Eldritch Show. I do love that song. I remember it when I was young.
Jefferson Starship, right?
I went to a wedding and it was playing, and I loved it, and I wanted to listen to it the whole way.
I remember it because when I was in college, I was on the dance team, and we did a
Really?
opening. We built this city.
Nice. It's a great song.
I digress.
So
Anyways.
we're talking with Alex Bernstein and talking about, Alex the Magnificent, we can call him actually.
Thank you.
With Will.
And
Matt.
Stephanie.
Feels really good.
Yeah.
Feels really good.
I just go by Sparkles, Stephanie Sparkles. I don't.
I call magnificent. That's better.
That's good.
And they do 30 to 40 estate sales every year, but you do want to contact them first before throwing anything away, because you might be throwing away valuable things.
Yeah.
And also, if you feel you have valuable items, Alex gave a great tip. Ask yourself, if you were a buyer and didn't know anything about it necessarily, in other words, you didn't use it, but you were looking to buy it, would you pay for it? What would you pay for it? That's how you determine real value. And that's the tough thing in real estate sales, too, is to try to say, hey, the market determines the value. Yes, we can put what you want for selling it, but it's only worth what someone is willing to pay for it at that particular time. That can go up as time changes.
Right.
But we're talking about this period of time. Right
Well,
now.
it can relate to even to the mortgage industry. People are like, we make really good money. Well, that's right. A lot of people do, but we have guidelines you can only afford to pay, and sometimes people's credit isn't great, and so the one spouse maybe is not on the loan, and we can't use that income if they're not going to be on.
Yeah,
the
you can't
loan
take future projected.
Right. Yeah. So we only can qualify for the income that you make and report to the IRS. Also,
Exactly.
So.
So when we broke before break, Alex, you were talking about something that was interesting, and then we're going to come back and talk about it.
You're talking about the art that you collect and the
Well,
different pieces.
And we
People say, how do you start in this business? And be honest with you, it doesn't require a lot to start this business. Most important, where do you find the clients that will trust you with their belongings and their valuables?
Mm-hmm.
Why would they trust you versus somebody else? And this is something that whether you choose to work with Wilmot Hill Estate Sale or whether you choose to work with our competitors, most important is ask yourself, would I trust that person?
Mm-hmm.
Number one, do they have dishonesty bond? What it means is if they run away or if they don't fulfill their obligations, do you have any recourse? Are they going to file bankruptcy and you wouldn't be able to get money out of them? Number two, do they have insurance? If they will break your home or somebody falls down on a stairway, what will happen then?
Mm-hmm.
We have dishonesty bond for $100,000, and if somebody have a larger need, we'll buy more.
So that's a true thing.
Wow.
It's a
dishonesty
true
bond.
thing.
I've never heard of it. I thought
Yeah.
this was just a kind of a.
Like a terminology. Yeah,
But
that
people say, I'm bonded and insured. What does it mean? That's precisely what it means.
Yes.
That you can trust not only my word, but also that if
It's
I am
backed
not
up.
have a good word, I have insurance company that will back
Right.
out
Yes.
word.
I like
and
that.
And then also liability insurance. So if the grandma falls down in the stairway, they will sue everybody. Let's be careful.
Right, yeah.
But at least you
They
know
tripped over
that
the
we will
rug.
be first line of defense.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. So this is two main portions. The second thing is, do they have enough customers to come to buy your stuff?
Mm-hmm.
I can come to you and say, oh, I have full of experience. Do you care? No. What you care about that I can sell your stuff for fair value. So what do we do if we don't know what the value is? Because nobody knowledgeable in everything.
Right.
Like, for example, you have a jewelry. We will take it to the jewelers that we have for appraisal, or a jeweler of your choice. And we will beat their price. We say, for what will they buy your jewelry? Let's say some piece was $1,000. We'll have to beat that, or otherwise you will go to your jeweler and sell them.
Yes, that makes sense. Yeah.
The same thing with firearms. Let me open you a little secret. Legally, we do not have to charge sales tax on our sale
Estates. Well,
On firearms,
on anything.
on anything. Okay.
Because we're exempt. We do not, all our industry was audited and we won the audit. Can you believe we won from the state of Minnesota?
wow.
We
So
did.
anything, is that true for all companies then? When you buy anything at an
Any
estate
estate
sale?
sale company who is not have the shingle on the door, we have to have it on the premises of the house. We cannot have a title on anything.
As long as you don't own anything. You're
As long as we
providing
don't
a
own
service.
anything,
Yes.
and we do once a year. We cannot go to the same property twice a year and do sales.
So when,
Oh.
so just so I'm understanding it then right, Alex, is
It's
when
like
you,
a glorified garage
yeah,
sale.
so when you sell it all, then you don't have to pay taxes on any of those items that
right.
you've sold. So regardless of
Either
if I
sold or
sold
you
a
bought.
Renoir photo painting,
I am not accountant and neither lawyer. I can only say we are not required to charge sales tax on the people who sell the product, on items we sell.
okay.
And what the people do with their taxation on the belongings, they should be talking with their accountant or lawyer.
Yes, if they buy stuff like
I don't
that,
want
yes.
to be a
Now,
so
can I
dumb.
ask? Maybe this is. Can I ask this question though? Now, do you? And maybe this is not appropriate to do, but I would think. So, if you have one estate sale and then you go to another estate sale, and so the one you have some really nice pieces, and the customers just said, "Just take it. We're moving across the country. You said you'd buy it for me. Take it." Can you take some of those unique pieces and artwork and bring them to the next estate sale?
No, we
and
don't
sell
do
'em?
that.
No. Okay.
Some of our competitors do.
I've heard of people doing that.
Well, and I
Yeah.
didn't know. That's why I said, is that appropriate to do
No.
or not? Or?
We sometimes combine two estate sales together, but we do not take from one place to another. We rather, it has to be really belongings. It's like you, two of you, have a belongings, but not enough with each other. So you'll bring to Jason's home and have a estate sale at his home. That will do.
Okay.
But we do not take any possession of anything. We do not buy anything and resell it later.
Okay.
Some of our competitors, this is a very poorly regulated business, by the way. Some of our competitors have consignment stores. We don't, because we believe that this is a conflict of interest.
Yeah, because
Well, actually,
yeah.
that's what I was thinking, though, because
your
I would
goal
bet you
is to
could get
sell
some
it.
amazing
Yeah,
things. and I
because you
was-
will inflate the price on sale, then they take it to the consignment store, and then they lower the price on that,
Right.
and then people
And
is
that's a disservice to the homeowner.
disservice
Yeah,
to
that
the owner.
absolutely makes sense. Okay, I just was thinking.
So you're truly specializing. So that's what.
yeah,
That's just
well, I
good,
guess I was
you
just
know.
thinking, you've probably,
Yeah.
you come across some amazing things, and it just
We do.
maybe nobody picked that item up.
we found currency, $20 bill, which I tried to sell for $2,000 on our sale because it was 1871 Mason City, Iowa charter federal bank
Oh, wow.
note, and nobody bought it and said, "Guys, you're crazy." Then I helped the client to represent them in heritage auction, and we sold for $12,700.
Wow. So you're going to sell for
And these
2,000.
people
It was worth
did
12.
not know about its existence because it was in between of the papers.
Oh, my
Oh
goodness.
wow,
I was gonna,
wow, that's
do you,
cool.
Well, do you do a lot of shopping yourself
No,
at the estate
because
sales?
well, when I go on the vacation, I buy things, but I think there is a conflict of interest. If I decide, say, to buy items, and then I will undervalue that and then immediately take it out of the sale, I'd rather go to my competitors or buy on Amazon.
So
I
you're not.
want to win. I want to win the war, not win the battle.
And so yes, exactly. So you're not buying directly from your own client,
Right.
which might leave the
Right.
impression whether it's true or not. It might leave the impression like, oh,
Right.
this didn't sell at sale, maybe because he really
He wanted to buy it.
That's
Yeah,
right.
he priced
Whether
it
it's the
less.
case
Well, then
or
I
not,
think
that's
that
what
speaks
happens,
a lot
right?
for
Correct.
your
The best
integrity.
intentions could, even though
It's not worth it.
exactly, it can be
You know,
judged.
on occasion, client would say, I'm moving to somewhere. what would you do? And the sale went, and for half a price it didn't sell. I would consider, but even that is not a good idea.
No.
It's just even.
Well, I think that speaks a
It's
lot
just
to your
clear-
integrity of your company and yourself, Alex.
Again, I came to the business not because I was deprived of financial means. I came because I love antiques and I love art.
Yes, that's awesome.
And that drove
Drives
me
your
to that business.
Absolutely.
That's
Well, what drives us? I
That's
love,
right.
you know,
It's a good business to be
we
in
love
if you like
helping
that
people
stuff.
make a
it's
difference
just like,
in finding
yeah,
their home,
we
right?
love
And-
houses. Well, stay tuned, folks. We'll be back with more. Thanks for listening to the Stockwell Eldridge Show. Check us out on Facebook and YouTube, or you can call us 651-400-0773.
How am I doing?